as much as we do have this huge tech influence and the world is heading towards a data kind of world, I do still think humanity will prevail. It always has.
I definitely don't.
I do.
So, okay,
I,
if you can state why you think it will continue.
because it always has in the past. Like if you look at, let's say, the programming of World War II and the war propaganda and all that, humanity prevailed.
Yep,
It's
yep,
not
yep,
as
yep,
if it's not as if those societies continue to live that way, and no matter how strong the programming was at the time, right?
yep, yep, yep.
Um, Again, the optimist in me says that humans haven't really gone that far, not that far removed from tribal societies where we live in union because we have to literally for our survival.
Yeah.
And so once you start to separate us and treat us as robots, which we're not, we're actually animals, right? Um, the brain isn't that far removed from that. It's only a couple thousand years ago.
Yep.
So I don't think it's going to be successful to turn us into AI operated millennials who, who do things rigidly. I just don't think you can't remove emotionality from the equation. You can't remove people's feelings and wants and needs and primal needs, right? Are you going to tell me that people don't want to have sex? You're gonna program that into them,
So
and they're
I'll
not going to
I'll
want to breed.
I'll come back on both
And I'm not
points.
going to fight back if you fucking try and break into my house,
Sure.
right? There are
So
people out there. So 70 to 80, whatever, however the percentage of population are normal human beings, but there is that
yeah,
small percentage there who are fucking savages,
sure.
right?
Oh
And
God,
they
yeah.
will fight back.
Yeah.
And they live in Texas and they live like they're Navy SEALs and they're SAS and they're in jiu-jitsu gyms and they are not going to agree.
So on the first point of humanity's always prevailed before, I feel like in all the other altercations between humanity,
Mm,
at the core of it, the sole reason for altercation was for human survival, right?
mm,
So if we talk about World War One or World War Two, the idea was that there was a regime that was threatening humanity, right? Therefore, humanity must band together in order to defeat said regime and continue on humanity, right? And thankfully, those things continued. Now, the difference in this altercation is that you're not having an altercation with humanity, right? So humanity versus humanity, generally, good
mm.
seems to win, right? Generally, right? Well, never before have we had an altercation between humanity and tech, right? So I feel like this is an entirely new frontier of altercation, which is why I don't trust the battles of the past. Right?